Welcome back to your Feel Good Morning here with eXpresso on SABC3. Now, hemp is turning a new leaf. When explorer Christopher Columbus took to the seas and hoisted those massive sails, something I didn't know was that those sails were made out of hemp plant fiber. And today it is used to build eco-friendly houses. Now, there are over 50,000 recorded uses for hemp, but yet it remains a huge grey area in South Africa. And it is Tony Budden from Hemporium's mission to educate the misinformed about the uses of the plant. And recently, the very first eco-friendly hemp home was constructed in Noordhoek, and Tony joins us this morning to tell us all about it. Tony, good morning and welcome to eXpresso.
Thank you very much. I like that you mentioned the sails because the word canvas actually came directly from the word cannabis. So the uses of hemp go back thousands and thousands of years. Yeah. Basically, it's made from the hemp plant, which is a long, thin plant. The fibers are on the outside, and it refers to the industrial varieties of the cannabis plant. You cannot smoke hemp. You can't get high off hemp. The varieties of cannabis that make you high don't give you good fiber.
Okay, so that's the main differences between hemp and marijuana.
Exactly.
All right.
Now, there are nearly 30 countries around the world that are growing hemp legally, including the whole of the EU, Australia, Canada. We're falling behind because we listen to America, where the cotton and wood and synthetic industries kept hemp out by lumping it with marijuana, easily getting rid of their competition.
I was shocked yesterday. I was reading up a little bit about hemp, and I read it goes back as far as 8,000 BC. I mean, that's incredible.
10,000 years of use, and it's only been illegal for less than 1% of that time.
That's crazy. Okay, so let's talk about this house that was built in Noordhoek. You know, a lot of hemp materials went into there, but how did the house come about? How did it all start?
Our aim has been to showcase as much as possible about this versatile resource. So we've really tried to showcase everything over the 15 years that Hemporium has been running by making clothing, body care, products and all that. And we decided to take it to the next level when following what was happening in Europe with the hemp building. We started with the hemp insulation. This replaces all the fiberglass with fibergrass. Hemp chipboard, and then we also used hempcrete, which is a mixture. Yeah, it's a mixture of the hemp stalk with lime. You combine them and makes a natural, breathable cement that will petrify over time, so it'll outlast any concrete or cement building.
That's fantastic. Now, what makes hemp then such a good plant to use?
Basically, it uses very little agrochemicals, if none. Yeah, so cotton uses 25% of the world's pesticides, and hemp uses none. It's also the most versatile plant out there. You can get fiber, you can get stalk, you can get seeds, which are full of omega fatty acids and protein.
Wow.
So it's really jobs, houses, food without costing the planet. Yeah.
And you're able to use the whole of the plant.
Zero waste, and it grows up to 4 meters high in 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
So in under 100 days, the farmers are going to get a return, and they're not going to have to put all the chemicals onto their earth.
Fantastic. All right, so let's go take a look at this house that was built in Noordhoek, or this home, should I say, together with Hansgrohe, also, you know, putting in their water-saving features. Let's go check this out.
A pioneering project has taken root on Noordhoek's lush fynbos slopes, creating an eagerly anticipated stir in the local construction industry. This is SA's first hemp eco-house, and Katlego took a closer look.
Well, Tony, first of all, allow me to say you have a most beautiful house. But explain to me the concept behind the hemp house project.
Myself and my partner in Hemporium, Duncan Parker, we've been involved in hemp clothing, hemp advocacy for the last 15 years. And eventually we followed what was happening in Europe and seeing how fast the hemp industry was moving in the construction side. And we also realized that it speaks to such a real need in South Africa.
Now, I'm surprised that the house can even stand because essentially it comes from a plant.
The reason it works so very well in construction is obviously it's renewable. It grows in 4 months. And the stalk material, what they call the hurd, can be mixed with lime to make a natural cement. It's a porous cellulose, so it absorbs the lime into it and then it bonds to form this, which is a hemp brick. Now, this is very lightweight but also super insulated.
The hemp forms the mass of the walls, but it is not load-bearing. Thus, the plans were approved for a wood frame building with cellulose walls. It has been illegal to grow hemp in SA since the 1940s, and the big challenge is to get legalization to differentiate between hemp and marijuana. The natural fiber home boasts more eco-delights.
We looked at the house as a whole. We wanted to showcase how easy it is with a little bit of effort and forethought in the beginning to really shrink the footprint of your house. Looking at a product like Hansgrohe, which obviously has the energy saving side with the flow regulation and also with the water saving side. I didn't want to build a house that just had a shell that was eco-friendly. I wanted to bring things inside the house. and went to see their range and was blown away by what they're doing, because it covers not only the factory side but all the way towards me being able to shrink my footprint by using their products.
Hansgrohe has received over 300 awards to date for beauty design and innovation, proving you can enjoy water through trend-setting technology while reducing your resource consumption.
Now, Anthony, we are in this fantastic house that's equipped with Hansgrohe products, and I understand that there are 3 distinct methods that the products help to, care for the environment. There's a saving of water through flow restriction, O-rings, and aeration as well. Please explain this to us.
The flow restriction has been around for a while. It's a simple way of restricting flow into a shower and making it water saving. Then we have a second way, which is a little bit more sophisticated than the flow restriction, and that is an O-ring, which it's expanding or contracting O-ring that works with pressure. So it was critical for us to find the balance between efficiency and enjoyment. So what we did, we introduced air into our shower heads and our hand showers by receiving it through a little hole in our shower head. 3 parts air, 1 part water, 4 parts of incredible enjoyment.
I like that balance between efficiency and enjoyment, because you want to have a good shower. So how does that compare with the normal shower that we all have at home?
If we look at, we have showers that do 6 litres a minute, and then whereas a standard one might do 12 litres a minute. And then you have the performance shower heads that do as much as 22 litres a minute. Our EcoSmart showers go between 6 and 9 litres a minute. So it's on average about 50% savings on water. So it's a real saving.
So not only is there a water saving aspect to these products, but there's also an energy saving aspect, right?
If you're using less water, you're actually using less energy because you're using less water out of your geyser. We also have an energy saving device that we put on all our mixers, on our shower mixers, bath mixers and basin mixers, and it limits the amount of hot water on demand. So you can actually set it that you don't take the 60 degrees that's coming from your geyser, but you set it to a 50 degrees or even in a basin to 32 degrees, because you don't need that much hot water when you're shaving.
Small changes that heed big results. A family will see the difference on their electricity bill. Let's take a closer look.
On this hand shower here is the silicone nozzles, and lime can't really get a good grip on the silicone.
Yes.
And if something gets blocked, you take your thumb and you just rub it, and it just keeps it clear so it's not blocked at all. This is a thermostatic mixer. By the pure nature of the fact that you select your temperature, so you don't sit and fiddle and open and close hot, cold.
Yes.
So you're on demand, 38 degrees, so you're not wasting water trying to find it. And that's what makes this whole unit, as we say, EcoSmart.
Which translates to great benefits to the environment whilst maintaining top standards of luxury and excellence in craftsmanship. Everything in the house is custom made, the kitchen cupboards, furniture and more.
The challenges we faced, though, with it being a prototype, were training our guys how to work with this. This is something very new. We had to take people who only ever worked with brick and cement and now train them how to work with the hemp, and to just get their mindset around working on something new. We're very stuck in South Africa in brick and cement is the only way to build. But in reality, around the world, especially in cooler climates, everyone builds with wood or in the modular fashion.
Hemp produces in 4 months what trees produce in 7 years. So the end goal is to grow hemp construction materials locally, creating sustainable employment and eco-friendly housing, from lounge to master bedroom, kitchen to bathroom.
So that was the very first hemp home built in South Africa here in Noordhoek, and we have Tony Budden from Hemporium to tell us more about this house. Tony, I've chatted to you before we watched this insert. Very interesting. You actually live in this house.
Yes.
Is it any different to a normal house?
Absolutely. The insulation factor. When you put your hand on that hemp wall, it heats up very quickly compared to brick and cement that will take a long time to heat up.
Yeah.
So living in an insulated house, I mean, I'm using for that 3-bedroom house about 300 Rand electricity a month.
Jeez.
It's really nice and warm, and also we've gone for the double glazing, which makes a huge difference as well.
Exactly.
But it's just living in an insulated house, a living, breathing, organic house as well makes a huge difference to being surrounded by brick and cement.
And how much of this house actually consists of a hemp product?
At least the 50% of the walls, which means 50% of the walls were grown in 3 to 4 months, and next year another house could be grown on that same land. But also then we've got hemp couches, hemp curtains, hemp carpets, hemp insulation in the roof and in the walls.
Yeah.
We used hemp oil on some of the wood products, and then also the hemp chipboard in all the cupboards, all the cabinets.
I can't believe that's made out of hemp.
Yeah, this is tree-free, and it's the binder we used is formaldehyde-free, so no VOCs either.
Yeah. All right, now let's quickly talk about the Hemp Now petition that's currently running. What is it all about?
We are trying to get public participation in this. We have a lot of supporters who really want to add their voice to the cause so that we can take it to the government and say, look, it's not just us as a small business. We've got the public behind us, so we're trying to also get the education out there, get people to add their voice, support us on that level. The website is www.hempnow.co.za. And once we get to 5,000 signatures, we'll take it to the government the first time, 10,000 again, until they really start listening.
Yeah.
But I have to say as well that we are getting ministerial interest. We've got the Minister of DTI, the Minister of Economic Development, and the Minister of Agriculture all seeing hemp in a positive light. So it's only a matter of time before our farmers can take advantage of the jobs and houses and food that this plant can produce.
Definitely. It can mean a lot for our country. Tony, thank you so much for joining us on Expresso. And may I just add, you are looking fashionable and you are wearing everything hemp this morning.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. And that's also available at your shop at Hemporium in Long Street. We will put Tony's details on our website, expressoshow.com. Go check that out. But right now, over to Jensu with your latest gossip news.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.